If you are a man over 60 and your erections are no longer as firm as they once were, your sleep is agitated, and your energy has considerably dropped, what I am about to reveal may surprise you. It is not simply stress. Far too often, it is because you lose a critical nutrient every night while you sleep. This nutrient supports your blood flow, your nerves, your testosterone production, and your virility. I am Dr. Elodie Martinel, a physician graduated from the Faculty of Medicine in Paris with over 20 years specialized in nutrition and men's health. After helping thousands, I discovered something fundamental. Most men are not broken. They simply lack the nighttime nutrients their bodies need to repair. Your body is designed to rebuild during sleep, but only with the right fuel. Stay with me. The issue often begins gradually. You go to bed hoping for rest, but wake up several times during the night. The deep, restorative sleep that once left you feeling strong and clear-headed becomes rare. During the day, even light tasks leave you drained. And in moments of intimacy, the body does not respond with the same reliability it once did. Many men keep these struggles private, believing they must simply accept them as part of getting older. But after years of helping patients like you, I can tell you there is more to the story. Consider the case of Paul, a 67-year-old retired school administrator from Lyon. When he first sat across from me, he was well-dressed and polite, but his eyes told a different story. "Doctor," he said with a heavy voice, "I still love my wife deeply. I want to be close to her, but my body doesn't cooperate anymore. I feel tired from the moment I wake up, and nothing seems to give me my old energy back." Paul had no serious illnesses. His heart was healthy, and his blood sugar was normal. Yet something essential was undermining his quality of life night after night. Your body has an incredible ability to repair itself while you sleep. This is when blood vessels regain their flexibility, allowing better circulation throughout the body. Hormones that support energy, mood, and physical performance are naturally replenished. The nervous system calms and resets, so you can face the next day with focus and drive. This nightly repair process is one of the most powerful systems you possess. However, for many men over 60, this process is not working at full capacity because a key element is consistently missing during these critical hours. This silent gap creates a cascade of effects. Without proper support at night, blood flow remains restricted. Hormone production stays suboptimal. The deep stages of sleep that provide true restoration become harder to reach. Over time, this leads to the very symptoms so many men describe: persistent fatigue, reduced confidence, and a fading sense of masculine strength. It is not that your body has stopped trying. It is simply lacking the specific resources it needs at the precise time when it is programmed to use them most effectively. The emotional toll is significant. Men like Paul often feel they are letting down their partners and themselves. They miss the spontaneous energy that once defined their days. They long for the restful nights that allow them to wake up ready to engage with life. These feelings are valid and common, yet they do not have to be permanent. The body is remarkably resilient when given the right conditions for recovery. Research from the National Institute on Aging highlights how sleep quality directly influences hormone balance and vascular health in older men. When the body receives appropriate support during the night, these systems can begin to function more efficiently again. This creates an opportunity for real change without drastic interventions. Many patients report that small, well-timed adjustments lead to noticeable improvements in how they feel both physically and emotionally. Paul's journey showed me once again how powerful this approach can be. After identifying the gap in his nighttime support, we made a targeted adjustment. Within 2 weeks, he was sleeping more soundly and waking with greater energy. By the end of the first month, he shared that he felt more like his old self, with a renewed sense of presence and capability. His words carried real relief. "I didn't realize how much I had been missing this feeling." This is the kind of quiet transformation that becomes possible when you align with your body's natural repair cycle. You do not need to accept constant fatigue or diminished intimacy as your new normal. There are ways to support the systems that keep you strong, energetic, and confident. The first step is recognizing that your body is still capable of remarkable recovery when given what it needs at the right moment. There is genuine hope for men who want to reclaim their vitality after 60. The decline many experience is not inevitable. By understanding the importance of nighttime repair and taking consistent action to support it, you can begin to reverse these trends. Better sleep, improved energy, and stronger physical responses are all within reach when you work with your biology instead as against it. Yet many men assume that increasing protein intake, exercising more, or swallowing a handful of vitamins with their morning coffee will fix declining energy, restless nights, and weaker physical responses. These everyday fixes often deliver only temporary or minimal results. The body continues its slow decline despite the effort. This leaves a quiet frustration that grows with each passing week. I have watched it happen in practice after practice. I remember Jacques, a 66-year-old retired bank manager from Toulouse. He arrived at my office neatly dressed and determined. "Doctor," he said, his voice steady but tired, "I follow every health tip online and from my general practitioner. I take a multivitamin every morning, I walk 5 kilometers daily, and I watch what I eat. Still, I wake up exhausted, and the spark I used to feel is simply gone." His blood work looked acceptable on paper, yet his quality of life told another story. The usual daytime routines were not reaching the root of the problem. Common solutions fail because they ignore when the body actually performs its most important repairs. Most men take supplements while the body is in active daytime mode, focused on movement and digestion rather than restoration. As a result, key nutrients are used up or excreted before the deep nighttime processes begin. The National Institute on Aging has shown that hormone balance and vascular flexibility peak during specific sleep stages, not during daylight hours. Timing, therefore, matters far more than most realize. Think of your body as a workshop that only opens fully once you lie down to rest. During those quiet hours, blood vessels relax and expand, nerves reset, and hormone production quietly ramps up. Daytime efforts simply cannot duplicate this natural cycle. When nutrients are supplied at the wrong moment, the workshop stays under-equipped. The result is the same persistent fatigue, softer responses, and broken sleep that so many men describe. Jacques tried adjusting his routine several times. He switched to different brands, increased his vegetable intake, and even consulted a specialist who recommended hormone creams. Nothing shifted the core issue. Each new attempt brought fresh hope that faded within days. The pattern repeated because the support was never aligned with the body's actual repair window. This is not a failure of willpower or discipline. It is a mismatch between action and biology. What makes this especially puzzling is how close the solution feels once you understand the hidden mechanism. Your system is already programmed to rebuild itself every night. It knows exactly what to do with the right resources at the right time. The challenge is delivering those resources precisely when the repair cycle is active. Many men sense this intuitively, but lack the specific knowledge to act on it. The gap creates ongoing confusion and quiet disappointment. Scientific research from the Mayo Clinic supports this view. Studies on older adults reveal that certain essential compounds are far more effective when introduced just before the body enters its longest restorative phase. The difference shows up in better circulation, steadier hormone levels, and deeper rest. Yet most information available to the public overlooks this critical detail entirely. The body is not refusing to improve. It is simply waiting for support at the moment it can use it best. Jacques' experience opened my eyes once again to how powerful this insight can be. When he finally understood the importance of aligning with his nighttime rhythm, a new sense of possibility emerged. He realized the problem was not irreversible. Small, targeted changes timed correctly could finally give his body the help it had been missing. This realization alone lifted some of the emotional weight he had carried for years. Hope began to replace the frustration that had become so familiar. The deeper cause lies in this nightly repair window that most men never consider. Without proper support during those exact hours, the systems responsible for energy, blood flow, and physical confidence stay undernourished. The good news is that the body remains eager and able to respond once the timing is corrected. You do not need complicated protocols or expensive treatments. A simple adjustment in when you provide key support can begin to unlock the vitality that feels lost. This understanding shifts everything. Instead of fighting against your biology, you begin working with it. The contradiction between effort and result starts to dissolve. Men like Jacques report feeling a quiet confidence return as they learn to honor the body's natural schedule. The path forward becomes clearer with each new insight. Your system is still capable of remarkable recovery when given what it needs at the precise moment it needs it most. The hidden mechanism that ties everything together finally becomes clear once you align your support with the body's natural nighttime rhythm. For years, men have searched for answers in the wrong places, missing the one simple adjustment that works with biology instead of against it. What truly makes the difference is delivering the right nutrient precisely when the repair cycle is most active. This is where vitamin D3 steps in as the single most powerful tool for men over 60 seeking firmer erections, steadier energy, and deeper sleep. Taken just before bed, it synchronizes perfectly with the processes your body already knows how to run. Consider the story of Michel, a 69-year-old retired engineer from Bordeaux. He had tried everything his doctor suggested, yet each morning still felt heavy. His sleep remained fragmented, his energy faded by mid-afternoon, and intimacy had become a source of quiet disappointment rather than joy. "Doctor," he told me in our first meeting, his voice low with honesty, "I want to feel like myself again, not just for me, but for the life I still want to live fully." After reviewing his labs, the missing piece stood out clearly, a chronic gap in nighttime vitamin D3 levels that no daytime supplement had addressed. Michel was not lacking effort. He simply needed the right nutrient at the right time. Vitamin D3 taken just before sleep works directly with your body's built-in repair program. During the night, it helps regulate melatonin, so you fall into deeper, more restorative sleep stages. At the same time, it gently boosts natural testosterone production while you rest, exactly when hormone synthesis peaks. This dual action supports healthy blood flow by protecting the endothelial lining of your arteries and encouraging the release of nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for strong, sustained erections. Unlike morning doses that get used up during the day, the evening timing allows vitamin D3 to fuel the very processes that rebuild vascular flexibility and energy reserves overnight. Michel began with a simple, targeted dose of vitamin D3 about 30 to 60 minutes before turning off the lights. Nothing complicated, no stacks of pills, just this one well-timed nutrient. The changes unfolded gradually, but consistently. Within the first 7 nights, he noticed he was sleeping through until morning without the usual awakenings. By day 14, his energy lasted longer and felt more stable, as if a fog had lifted. At the 30-day mark, he returned with a quiet smile and shared that morning firmness had returned, along with a renewed sense of confidence in his body. "It feels like my system woke up again," he said. The transformation was not dramatic fireworks, but a steady return to the vitality he thought had faded forever. This approach succeeds because it honors your biology instead of fighting it. The National Institute on Aging confirms that older men experience improved hormone balance and vascular health when key nutrients support the overnight repair window. Vitamin D3 is uniquely suited for this because it is fat-soluble and stays active during the long hours of rest. It reduces inflammation in blood vessels, supports nerve function, and helps maintain the nitric oxide levels needed for firm responses. Most importantly, it does all this without forcing anything. It simply gives your body the fuel it has been waiting for at the exact moment it can use it best. To implement this effectively, choose a high-quality vitamin D3 supplement in the form your body absorbs well, typically the natural cholecalciferol version. Take it consistently every evening with a small glass of water 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Start with the dose that matches your needs, often 2,000 to 5,000 IU, depending on your current levels, and pair it with a bit of healthy fat if your formula requires it. Track your progress gently. Note your sleep quality, morning energy, and any changes in physical confidence. After 2 weeks, most men feel ready to continue, and many add a simple blood check at the 3-month point to confirm levels are optimizing. The emotional shift that follows is perhaps the most rewarding part. Men like Michel describe waking up not just rested, but present, ready to engage with their day and their relationships. The quiet doubt that once lingered fades as the body begins to respond reliably again. Energy returns in steady waves rather than short bursts. Sleep becomes something to look forward to instead of dread. And the sense of masculine strength that many thought was lost reappears naturally, built from the inside out through consistent nighttime support. This is real, sustainable change that feels earned and authentic. You do not need to overhaul your entire routine or chase multiple supplements to see results. One well-timed vitamin, taken with intention before sleep, can open the door to the improvements you have been seeking. Your body is still capable of remarkable repair when given the right resources at the right moment. Start tonight with this single step and give yourself the consistency your system deserves. The difference often becomes noticeable within days and continues to build with each passing week. If this message resonates with you, take that first action this evening. Your future self will thank you for choosing to support the natural rhythm that still holds so much potential. Better sleep, stronger energy, and renewed confidence are waiting when you align with what your body has been asking for all along. This is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of feeling like yourself again.